You're 15 and tonight you're going to put your own voice on the internet for the first time. Your studio is your bedroom. You pull the shade off the desk lamp and aim the bare bulb at the wall because a video said it softens the light. It does not. It lights one side of your face and leaves the other one black. You record the first one in a whisper. The walls are thin. Your family hearing you talk to a camera scares you more than the camera does. You watch it back once. Your own voice sounds like a stranger's. You delete it before it's an hour old. Then you do the bravest thing you'll do for years. You record another one. You don't delete this one, you post it. 3 views, 2 of them are you, the third is probably your mother. It doesn't matter. You made a thing and you put it where the whole world could find it. That can't unhappen. Somewhere out there, a stranger you'll never meet is about to find it. You're 17, you've posted more times than you can count. Most of it is bad. You know it's bad, you post anyway. That is the whole secret, and nobody believes you when you tell them later. The camera is real now, real-ish. A cheap one you saved 3 months for. The tripod leans until you straighten it with electrical tape. The ring light has a crack across it you've decided not to see. One Tuesday you're waiting for a bus with nothing to do. You refresh, a comment, from a name you've never seen, not your mother, not a friend you begged. A stranger somewhere on earth watched the whole thing and typed that it made their day. You feel it travel, out of your thin-walled bedroom across the world into a person you will never meet, on purpose. So you print it out, an actual sheet of paper. You tape it above your desk where you'll see it every time you want to quit. That's going to be often. And you find your people. Other small creators, nobodies together, up too late arguing about thumbnails and telling each other this is worth doing. Nobody else in your life gets it, they do. You're 19, you upload every single week now, no gaps. You cross off each date on the wall calendar until the marker runs dry. You pour 40 hours into one video, your best idea. You haul your gear across town, reshoot in the cold, lose a whole weekend to it. You are certain this is the one. It flops, barely anyone watches. It just sits there, your best effort ignored. Then out of spite you post something you threw together in 40 minutes. A half-thought, a lazy title, a thumbnail you slapped together in the time it takes to microwave lunch. It takes off, of course it does. You sit there insulted by your own audience. This is where a lot of people break. It was never about how hard you worked. It was about whether people stayed. You come this close to quitting. You look up at the taped comment on the wall. You don't quit. You stop making what impresses you and start making what holds a stranger. It feels like growing up. It also feels like a loss. You're 20, it happens the way it always happens. Not while you're watching, while you're asleep. You wake to a phone that's warm to the touch. It buzzed so long it slid off the nightstand onto the floor. It's still going. You pick it up like it might be dangerous. One video, the right idea at the right second, shown to the right rooms of people all at once. The number isn't climbing, it's detonating. Every time you refresh it's already wrong because it's already higher. For one strange, weightless night, you're just a passenger. The thing you made is now much bigger than you. It's out in the world doing something you can't see and can't control. By morning you step outside. The street looks exactly the same. It isn't. Somewhere on it, strangers are quoting your own words back to you. You have more followers than the town you grew up in has people. You have no idea what to do next. Nobody hands you a manual. There isn't one. You're 22, you do the thing everyone who loves you begs you not to do. You quit the safe thing, the job, the degree, the plan. On paper it's insane. 1 million people follow you and you still can't explain to your uncle at dinner what you actually do. He asks when you'll get a real job. You don't have a good answer. You go all in anyway. You move into a first apartment so small the kitchen and the bedroom are the same room. You turn the one closet into a set. You line the walls with pillows and cheap foam for the sound. The whole place looks like a sad blanket fort built by an adult. Then the bet starts paying off. A video you made in that closet at 2 in the morning becomes the best thing you've ever done. Not the biggest, the best. For once you don't study the graph or read a single comment. You sit on the floor of your tiny apartment and grin like an idiot. It worked. You were right. You get to keep doing this. There's no safety net now. If this stops working, there's no this to go back to. That terror is also fuel. You have never worked harder or been more awake in your life. What you don't see coming is that the thing you built alone is about to stop being yours alone. You're 24, somewhere in here you stop being a kid with a camera and become a business. You don't decide it, you look up one day and it's true. Your best friend from that old group chat sits at the second desk now. He's your editor. You pay him a real wage out of money you make from telling stories. 15-year-old, you would not have believed that sentence. You learn to treat the whole thing like a science. You stop guessing and start engineering, and it works better than the love ever did. The numbers have never been healthier. But on the drive home, you catch yourself missing something. Back in the bedroom, you made things because you loved them. Now you make things because they'll perform. Only one keeps the lights on. You're 26. You find out what all of this actually costs. Nobody sends you the bill in advance. You get recognized in public for the first time. A kid, maybe 14, hands shaking, asks for a photo. It is genuinely wonderful for about 4 seconds. Then you realize the version of you they love is a version you perform. Now you have to be him at the grocery store too. And it isn't all gray. Some nights a video still lands the way it used to, and for 10 minutes you're 15 again, grinning at a screen in a dark room. Those 10 minutes are the reason you can't walk away. Then there's the comment. 50,000 people said something kind that week. You remember one. Gray text, no avatar, 3 lines aimed at the exact soft spot you try to hide. You screenshot it, you don't know why. At 2 in the morning you scroll back up to read it again. You stop being able to tell rest from laziness. Every hour you're not making something feels like falling behind, so you never fully stop. One night you ask yourself a question that scares you more than the empty bedroom ever did. Can you even stop? You're about to find out because the thing you built is done being only yours. You're 29. The thing you built to escape a bedroom now has a lobby, a front desk, people who take the elevator up to it every morning. You have your own things now, not just videos, products with your name on them that people put in their homes. The content became the advertisement for the empire. You didn't understand that trick until you were already doing it. One thing changes you more than the products. There's a woman on your team with 2 kids and a mortgage. Both get paid in part because a video you post on a Thursday does well. That's not a metaphor. A bad month for you is a real, cold month for a family you know by name. It stopped being about you a while ago. Somewhere back there, it became about the people who bet their rent on your worst ideas working out. That's heavier to carry than any number on any screen. It's also the thing that finally makes you feel less alone. You're 32, 100 million people follow you. That is not an audience. That is a small country. You are, by any number anyone can find, one of the biggest creators on Earth. You don't chase the algorithm now, it waits to see what you'll do. Companies you grew up watching ask you for meetings. You are functionally a platform wearing a hoodie. And on the biggest night of all of it, after the stage and the lights and the chanting, you do something that would confuse every one of them. You go home, you sit in a quiet kitchen with something warm, you take out your phone. And you film one more video. Alone, talking to a lens in a quiet room the way you did at 15, terrified with no one watching, and it feels exactly the same. The stage changed, the number changed. That feeling, the one from the bedroom, never did. And somewhere out there tonight, a 15-year-old aims a shadeless desk lamp at a wall. They prop a phone on a stack of library books. They whisper so their family won't hear. They're going to hate their own voice. They're going to delete the first one, then they're going to post the second one anyway. That's how it starts. That's how it always starts. If you made it all the way to the top of this one, tell me in the comments what you should become next. Subscribe, because on this channel we always start from zero, and your next climb is already on screen.